All right, all you snowboarders of the internet who decided to tune in to Black Friday's annual live stream-a-thon. It's the third year in a row, second anniversary of RIP L Stacker's Adventures. But anyways, for those of you that are tuning in and want to know what's going on today, so this is how this is going to go. We've got a 157 Rome Mechanic Wide up on the wheel. Super Chat's get a spin of the wheel. There are options that it might hit that someone that didn't Super Chat will be picked next. Also, throughout the day, if I take a good boot fitting question, I'm going to give away some Remind insoles. So we got like the Remedy, which is their heat mold. I've got the Medic, and I think I got another Medic Impact or something over there. So we're going to give that away. The second live stream, which starts at 4 o'clock today, I'll be picking the winners from the fundraiser. So I've been just slowly cutting sheets of the winners' names and putting them in the box. The other thing is the wheel's going to change. So for anyone that remembers these, they're coming back. But in order to do it, you got to hit it on the wheel in order to get pulled. And so you'll win goggles, snowboard, bindings. There's 2 snowboards, actually, and they're outerwear. There's stuff that's going in that box or into the acorns thing. So what you do is, you get to spin the wheel. It says pick an acorn. I turn the wheel. It comes out. There's only 104 of those acorns. So the odds are pretty good that you're going to win something. On top of the fact, there's hoodies, T-shirts that I put in there that I'll order and send to you. Later today, too, we're going to be dropping officially on angrysnowboarderstore.com the Snow Carney Kids collection. It's like Garbage Pail Kids, but for carnies. So, yeah, stickers, T-shirts, posters, which the posters are cool. So, actually, just got this in. Unfortunately, the framed one that I wanted it got lost or someone stole it. But yeah, so we're doing posters too for everyone's man caves. If that's your thing, if you're into having a manly cave. I don't know, maybe you got a hoe hut in your backyard. But yeah, so we're doing that. So basically, Super Chats get a spin of the wheel, chance to win that 157 wide Rome Mechanic, and then the other boards that'll be up will be a 55 Rosinal Jigsaw and a 49 Rosinal After Hours. There's also a set of Rome Vices that we're giving away, plus other stuff. So yeah, today is just kind of for you guys. I know Black Friday's coming up, so ask your questions. I'm going to try to answer them too. And let's just get this thing started. So there's 50 in here. We got JE looking for a spin. Well, we're going to plug the personal shopper. If I can't answer your question today and you need to hire me, you can always go to angrysnowboarderstore.com and hire me. Seriously, there's a personal shopper option on there. So yeah, but yeah, just so you guys know, like the Snow Carney Kids, this one's my favorite. Side slipping Slim, and he's side slipping and ripping his face off. So, yeah, that one, and then we got No Knees Nick. But the goal is to eventually do one of these a month as a limited release. So there'll be limited release T-shirts, hoodies, posters, and stickers. So yeah, angrysnowboarderstore.com. Later today, I haven't launched it officially. I've got to update just a few things on there. Okay. Let's get through these super chats and take some questions. We got Gene Graves wants a spin, and he wants to know how to load camber for dummies. So with traditional camber, with the arc of it, you're putting your weight down. So you're pushing into that board. What you're going to do is it's a slight release of the front while you push your back knee towards your front. So it goes into the center of the board, and then your foot rolls onto the outside of your foot off the tail as it's elevating. And that's going to give you that pop outside the binding through the tail. That's basically how you load camber up. And remember to support the Shred Foundation. Support the Shred Foundation. All right. And then we got Kevin with a PSA over here. Get your boosters, people. I got mine. I didn't die. My internet cell service is way better. And I don't have to wear a tinfoil hat anymore. So, oof, Kevin, lose a turn. Ouch. All right, we got Yellow Backpack Guy. First day at J Peak tomorrow. Super pumped to rip down like 3 trails. White ribbon of death, baby. White ribbon of death. It is death season for sure. And spray skiers tomorrow. Oh. Brandon Tauscher, looking for a goggle lens combo for a colorblind guy. So the Von Zipper Wildlife, and there's one from Spy, and I can't think of the name of it because Kevin that used to help me was colorblind. Those were the two that he said he had the least problems with. So Von Zipper and Spy. As someone that's not colorblind, I really can't help you with that one, I guess. I don't know. So, but let's give you a spin there, Brandon. Ooh, spin again. Eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese. And don't forget, people, we do have a snowboard up for grabs right there. 157 wide Rome Mechanic. It's a good beginner board for someone with a big foot. I don't know. I kind of just dug it out of the closet and was like, we'll give this thing away. So that's the first board we're giving away. But later today, we're going to do some more stuff, give away more stuff. Good boot fitting questions. I'm just going to pick someone at random. It's going to win some footbeds. Hopefully they're your size. I think these are size 10s, maybe. Yeah, men's 10 to a 12 or women's 12.5. That's a big-footed bitch. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. Okay, we got a question from Nevermind the Bullocks. My son has a Tellus backslash now. Would an Amplid Paradigma be a good board to complement for all mountain? Yes, it would. I think the shaping on that is a little more traditional. And that should be what you want. Okay, we got Austin Nelson with a PSA and a spin. Spray skiers. Always spray skiers. And eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese. Okay, we got our moderator, Billy Ray Valentine. Rest in peace, L-Stackers Adventures. On the 2-year anniversary of your demise, RIP, rest in peace, I love lentils. Coming from a man that ate a tofurkey yesterday. Whole tofurkey. It was shaped like a turkey. He ate the whole fucking thing. Ooh, next non-super chat gets a spin. We're going to go with Jason Overmeyer. Thoughts between the War Pig and the Dance Hall. Looking for a fun board to rip around the resort. No park use. If you're doing no park use, you actually should probably look at something different. So here's the thing. The War Pig is a little more stable than the Dance Hall just because of the width and the shape of the platform. The Dance Hall is actually better for a tight, quick carve, but it's softer, so at high speeds you get more chatter in it. I've got the new War Pig in the other room. I'm actually going to probably ride it this week now that Copper's opening up a park and more terrain. So I'll be able to get out and see what the new sidewall's all about on that. I rode the Mountain Pig yesterday. That was fast. Very, very fast. But, yeah, so to go back to your question, if you're just looking to rip around the resort with no park use, I think you'd be better off looking at like a Tellus backslash, maybe a Ride Super Pig, Kemper Aggressor, short wide from Libtech. Those would be a little bit better, I think, for what you're looking for. Jason, you want yourself a sticker pack? All you got to do is email me info@angrysnowboarder.com and I'll get that in the mail to you. It's a medium sticker pack, and I just ordered like 5,000 stickers, so hopefully everyone will get stickers. Yeah. Oh, this is a fun question from Zieg. How do you deal with people shaking their legs on the lift? I don't get on the lift with peasants. It's me or no one. I'll push them off. Fucking karate chop right to the throat. Fucking throat punch them, dude. No, if you do get on with a peasant that has to shake their leg and shit, just look at them and be like, what the hell you dude? You forget to like shake off after you took a piss in the base area, or are you pissing yourself right now? You know, pick on them a little bit. Tell them to fucking knock it off. All right. Okay, we got Hagian. Burton's the best. Only in your mind. Only in your mind. But hey, you know, if you want to argue with me, you can always hire me as your personal shopper, and I'll tell you why it's not the best. Okay, we got Kevin with a hot dog and buns. Who wants to spin in the wheel? We're doing this. We're doing this. Be sure to drink your Zima, people. Be sure to drink your Zima. Okay, we got Jeremy Gelling. Thanks for the great advice. I've used to buy all the gear I'm using right now. Keep up the great work, Spray Skiers. Well, this spins for you, Jeremy. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Okay, we got a question from Tyler Kim. What bindings would you recommend for the Ride Twin Pig? Also, what size would you recommend for 170 pounds, size 11 boots? You can kind of go with like the 51 or the one underneath that, which, what is that? I think it's a 48. It's 48 or 47, something like that. You're kind of like on the cusp. The 51 will probably accommodate the 11 a little bit better. As far as bindings go, I would look at like the 8 series or the 6 series from Ride. 6 series being a little softer, a little more jibby. 8 series a little more versatile, all mountain. If you're looking at like a Union, I'd probably put a Strata on there. Burton, Malavita, or a Cartel. Malavita has its issues on there, so that'll give you a few options there anyways. Yeah, so I see we got more people coming in. So the way this works, Super Chats, get a spin of the wheel. Maybe you win that snowboard over here for this live stream. This is the only board we're giving away in this. There's other prizes on there like stickers and shit like that. But for the second live stream, this is going to be the big one. We're bringing back Angry Acorns. So there's like, let's see, like prizes. Jumbo sticker pack. Fire Cures All. Let's see what else we got in here. I think there's some other good stuff in here. Let's see. Oh, you get nothing. That's always a good one. But I know there's like 2 snowboards in there, a set of bindings. There's going to be outerwear that we're giving away. It's just my way to try to give back to you guys. I'm also going to choose the winners of the Shred Foundation fundraiser. I have to finish cutting them up and put them in the box and stuff, but yeah, so we're gonna choose those winners, and I've got all their email addresses, and I'll be reaching out to them tomorrow evening and just be like, hey, you won. Just want to double check your address, stuff like that. But someone is going to win that limited edition Marhar Lumberjack from that Shred Foundation fundraiser. That's one of 2, and they get a special hoodie with that as well. I'll show the hoodie off later. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. Superb boot fitting questions. I'm giving away just to one random person. I'm just going to pick someone at random, give away some footbeds today. So that's kind of what we're doing for you guys. We got some Slim Whitman voicemails. We'll play those later because I don't have my phone in here. And Jenny Trang actually came out of the woodwork and left a voicemail. So, yeah. Okay, we got one from Thulian. Are the Rome DoD good bindings for all mountain freeride? Yes, they are. Here. Which... surprisingly, I actually just rode these this week. So if you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, you've already seen the written review, but I got to edit the filmed review together. But basically, it's a downgraded cleaver in the strap and the high back. So you get a little more play in the high back. The strap isn't the aux strap that contours around it. You do have the full wrap heel cup. So that's going to give you more lateral drive into the binding. Great binding. You also have the new DuraCush foam on the bottom, which is the exact same thing as the D30 foam. I realized it's more contoured on the base. But yeah, these rode exceptionally well. So DoDs are super solid. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Sharpie 7909. Rosnell Sushi on Evo for $223. I just bought a new dance hall and wasn't looking for anything, but do you recommend this for East Coast pow trees, or should I wait for a slush slasher to go on sale? No, neither. Save your money, buy more lift tickets, eat more muscle cheese, and just ride your dance hall. You'll be fine. You'll thank me for this. Dwayne Slack, knee brace underneath or on top of ninja suit. It's going to come down to the type of brace you have, but realistically, you probably want that underneath the ninja suit. You want that optimal fit with nothing that'll allow it to slide or shimmy on you. You want to make sure that it's doing its job as a brace. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Brandon Tauscher. One more spin for Slimeth Day Whitman. Good old Slimithy. Got some voicemails from him today, but I had to drive to Denver and back. Fuck that. People need to learn that the left lane is for crime. That's for going 100 miles an hour and get the fuck out of my way. And if you're a wook-ass motherfucker smoking weed and texting on your cell phone and I honk at you, don't flip me off. Get the fuck over in the peasant lane, you piece of shit. It was a rough morning today. Also had a flat tire. My dog sitter didn't show up, and now we're doing this. So yeah. Anyways, smash that like button, people. We got Raul Duke looking for a spin while he struggles at Target on Black Friday. Brave man to be at Target. Support the Shred Foundation, people. Support the Shred Foundation. Okay. Ooh, this is a good question from the dude. I've got a Jones Mind Expander with a mild blown edge. Should I DIY it into a swallowtail to make ultimate paddleboard? Yes. Yes, because like if you've got that D-lam going on right where the edge is blown out, like you've hammered it in or whatever, turn it into a swallowtail for sure. I mean, just make sure you seal it up well. You know, you might have to put a pop rivet right where you cut it in the tail just through to anchor in the cleat on the edge. But seal it up with some good epoxy in there. Yeah, do it. I'd say do it, man. It's fun. So, yeah. Okay, we got a boot fitting question from Michael Kulik. Avran, would J-bars or C-bars work better on my K2 enders with the ankle pocket cut out to stabilize that area of the boot? So what's going on inside your boot, okay, here we go. So you got your ankle pocket right here. So ideally what you do is you start with a J-bar and you see if that's enough. And then if it's still lifting from the top, that's when you rip the J-bar off and go to a C-bar instead. So it's a little bit of trial and error. So you want to, if you're cutting your own J-bars or C-bars, don't pull the adhesive off the back of the 3M. Leave it on there and just put some temporary tape, get it into the shell of the boot, tighten it up and see if that works. You know, flex into it really aggressively, strap into your board, flex into it. See, if you're still getting that heel lift, take it out, take the liner out, peel the tape off, put the C-bar on, repeat that same step, put it back in, step onto it, tighten it up, do that all over again and see if that does it. And then if you're still having lift after that, leave the C-bar on, so peel the adhesive tape, make that permanent, take a J-bar and put that over the top of the C-bar to suck up even more volume. So it's a lot of trial and error to get you to where you need to be, but the end result is well worth it. Okay. We got a super chat from Traits. Battalion Disaster or Wally, why similar boards? They're not similar. The core profiling is different on the Wally. The Wally is actually softer than the Disaster because if you actually look at the core, when you put them side by side, the Disaster sits thicker than the Wally and the tips. That reduces the chatter in it. So the big thing with it is ask yourself how soft do you want to go. If you want like the noodliest board out there, you go with a Wally. If you want something just a little bit stiffer than that, then you go with the Disaster, which I've actually answered this question for you in the comments of the video that you left it on today. So you should check that out. And I said the same thing, go with the Disaster. So yeah. All right. And make sure you spray skiers. Okay. Got a question from Bradley Hall. Binding recommendations for a 160 Burton Wave Tracer. If you're set on going with Burton, then you're going to go with something in the EST series. I'd probably just slap a Cartel. If you want a little stiffer, go to a Cartel X in there. Otherwise, if you're looking for something that's non-EST, you could probably do like a Rome. Well, no, probably want to go with like a Katana or a DOD, depending on how much from Rome, depending on how much lateral play. You want more lateral play, you go Katana. You want less, you go DOD. If you're looking at Union, you probably, I think the Atlas might be overkill for that board, but maybe like a Felcor, or am I thinking of Felcor? Yeah, I think it's the Felcor, which is essentially just a lightweight force because the force is ass. That would be another one to look at, or something from Ride, probably in the 8 series, whether you go C or A for that aluminum being stiffer, C being a little more forgiving. That would be an option. Okay, this is a good question from Milo. I'm like you, and I keep buying the same boot over and over. Would it be wise to use the liner from the old boot for the first day or so to help speed up the break-in? Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. This is the first year and probably 5 or 6, maybe longer, that I didn't use my old liner in the new shell to break it in because I killed the liners last year. But I do that, for about 10 days. I'll put the old liner in till I get the flex points going. Then I put the new liner in when I finally swap over to it. And I heat mold it, put my foot in there. And then, when I'm flexing into it, the shell isn't as restrictive because it's broken in. So it works with it. Or what I've done previously in the past, so this year I'm doing all new liners in a whole new boot. So normally I would just take the old liner, and if it was still good, throw it in that new shell and just ride it because it was broken in. And I'd ride that for like 100, 150 days, whatever it was, probably about 100. And by then that liner would probably shit out. So then I'd take the new liner and throw that in and get another 50 days out of the shell of the boot. And then that would break that liner in. Then I would take that liner and repeat with the next one. But last year, all bets were off. I kind of just fucked everything up. So yeah. Okay. True Love Forever. Footbed question. Do you prefer FP, Remind, or Shred Soles? I've been happy with Shred Soles. I'm a Remind guy. I've been a Remind guy for 10 plus years. Shred soles have too high of an arch for the shape of my foot. They just don't work. I think they're a great footbed, but they don't work. Reminds fit a little better. I have not been happy with FP. I haven't, which consequently, some shill for that company decided to get into a pissing match with me last week about them. And he straight up told me that your fit isn't important in your snowboard boot. Impact absorption is. So you could have a sloppy fit in your boot, but if you had a high impact, basically the highest end FP insole in there, it would fix the problem. And it's like, no, dude, you're just compensating for the fact your foot's flying in every direction in there. If you have a good fit with a good footbed, it's fine. You don't need added impact unless you're one of these guys that's hitting like 80-foot jumps and they have too steep of a landing, so you're taking it deep. But yeah, this fucking shill from FP, a fucking butthole sucker. Yeah, that's where I'm at with these things. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna try to take a few more super chats here. Catch up on stuff. Chibongo, how did L Stack Face die? Troglodytism. It's a degenerative disorder that causes your brain to turn to putty because you hang out with stupid putzes like Jonathan Buckhouse. Don't hang out with Jonathan Buckhouse. Pretty sure he's a kid diddler, too. I don't know. Someone said some stuff. It was really weird. Okay. Support the Shred Foundation. All right, we got a super chat from Ben Cheska. Let's give it just one spin. We're doing this. Support that Shred Foundation, people. Let's see. Well, we got the dude asking the same question I just answered about his blown edge mind expander to cut a swallowtail into it. Do it, but I'll give you a spin. If I don't get to your question right away, just wait longer. Support the Shred Foundation. Okay. All right, we got Turk Loco out in California, recovering from the Rona. Looking to add to my Warpig XL, algorithm 64 wide or wildlife 66. Spin for the COVID boy over here. So here's the thing. You got a Warpig XL. I don't think you need to go with that algorithm 64. I think that would be too close to the Warpig. Going with the wildlife and a 66 actually makes more sense because you're going to be able to charge harder with it because it's just going to be stiffer in there. The other thing that I'm hearing from people at Ride and friends, evidently there's a shortage of 64 algorithms out there. They're taking pre-orders, but some people are saying they might not make it till March. So I think the wildlife is probably a safer bet to pick up, in all honesty. Also, drink plenty of fluids. Not rattlesnake semen, though. Randy will tell you rattlesnake semen cures the Rona. Don't drink rattlesnake semen. But yeah, drink your fluids, recover. You got this. Ooh, next non-super chat gets a spin. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go with Alex S. Hey, Angry, love your stuff. Debating between the Capita Mega Merc, Jones Ultra Mountain Twin, and Aviator 2.0. Looking for one board to rip both West and Ice Coast. 80% Big Mountain, maybe 20% Park. Any recommendations for choosing? Price, availability, what flex you want. Obviously, Aviator 2.0 is going to be the stiffest, and then it's kind of a tie between Mega Merc and Ultra Mountain Twin. I think the Ultra Mountain Twin is a little more damp than the Mega Merc, but the Mega Merc being a little more lively. It kind of comes down to what you want. Like I said, availability, price, kind of go with it from there, but you really can't go wrong with any of those three for what you're looking for. Just note that the Aviator 2.0 is going to be a little less freestyle for the park. It's just not as friendly as the other two. But yeah, you got to spin anyways. Woo! Medium sticker packs, sir. Alex S., all you got to do is email info@angrysnowboarder.com and make sure you put your address in there, and I'll get that. You guys have till Monday to claim your prizes. I'm going to give you the weekend, so if you did win anything, let's go with that. Let's see. We got... Okay. Never mind the bullocks. My oldest son wants a dedicated powder board and weighs 95 pounds with a size 8 boot. Suggestions. Women's boards. That's always an option. Just because he's so small, you can put him on a women's board, or there's a lot of unisex powder boards out there. So if you want to get him something good at 95 pounds, like pick up like I think it's like a 150 or maybe it's a 48 Endeavor Archetype. You can actually find those sometimes on Amazon for like closeout for like $235 because it's a weird size, and that would be like the go-to. I think he'd have a field day with that swallowtail on there. Otherwise, you could put him on volume shifted in like a 138. So like the K2 Special Effects, the Ride Psycho Candy, the extra small Ride War Pig would all work for him as well. Let's give you a spin of the wheel, sir. Oof, lose a turn. Ouch. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Justin Rock. I have a Party Platter and a GNU Finest. Looking for a free ride board that can do it all. GNU Gremlin or Transition Finder or maybe something else. And with the will the Nitro Zero bindings be stiff enough? You probably want to bump up from the Zeros. They're just a little too soft, unless that's your personal preference. If you're really looking for more drive, you probably want to go up to at least the Team from Nitro. Now, Gremlin would definitely fit. It would be Party Platter. Well, it'd be Finest Party Platter Gremlin in terms of stiffness in there, and that would definitely work. Transition Finder would have a little too much overlap between your Party Platter and your Finest. If you're doing Karua, you really want to go with something else over the Transition Finder. Another standout would be the K2 Manifest Team. I think that's another good one to look at. So, all right. We got a super chat from Kevin. I have a 157 Rider's Choice C3, 53 Rome Party Mod, and a 58 Huck Knife. Looking for something shorter, twin, and fun to mess around on. Any suggestions? How much shorter you want to go? You got a 53 Party Mod. If you like that 53 Party Mod, you might like going to like a 50 Gangplank from Rome. It's just going to be a softer, more skatey style, version of that Party Mod. Otherwise, let's see what else. You could do like a K2. No, I wouldn't put you on the Party Platter, actually. Screw that. Scrap that. Do it like a War Pig in the 48, which I think that's the small. I think that's what it is. So War Pig would be there. You could do like a Dance Hall too. Solomon Dance Hall. That would be another one to think about. If you wanted to have something that's just a butter stick, Battalion Wally really comes to mind as being a soft, playful thing. You could probably put that on, go down to like a 51 if you're on a 53 Party Mod and just fold the nose and tail. GNU Finest is another one that's playful and fun to dick around on. So there's a couple options for you. Let's give you a spin of the wheel here. Pray to the altar of snowboarding, people. Pray to the altar of snowboarding. So for anyone that's just tuning in, Super Chats get a spin of the wheel. We're giving away this Rome Mechanic 157 wide right now. The next live stream will start at 4 o'clock, and we're bringing back the Angry Acorns thing in conjunction with the wheel. So basically, if it hits on the wheel and says you get an acorn, I turn the thing. You might win nothing. You might win a snowboard. We're going to give away 2 snowboards in that. I'm going to be picking the winners for the Shred Foundation Fundraiser, which we raised over $7,000. So thank you guys for that. Like the fact that we were able to raise $7,000 for that charity, that's going to go a long way to helping the kids and not just taking them up from the New York City area, Newburgh area, up onto the mountain and then shoving them back in, but they're taking them up. They're teaching them career path and life skills. They're teaching them, they're mentoring them how to get jobs inside the snowboard industry, resort management, instructors, rental technicians, repair shops. This is the next generation. This is how you actually build up a community, in my opinion. So I love what they're doing, and they've actually expanded their offering. They picked up another 130 kids this year, so I think they're over 200 kids. This is just awesome to see. So it's a charity I firmly believe in. I'm glad that all you guys were able to help with this. And the fact that we raised $7,000 on something that I kind of whipped up out of my ass last minute and shot it by Danny, and we did it. On top of the fact, we're going to be giving away that Marhar Lumberjack. It's 1 of 2. I'll autograph it if you want. You get a sweatshirt with that. We've got an autographed Johnny O'Connor horoscope. I'm giving away a 156 Cafe Racer. There's a set of Union Forces size medium and blue that is going out. We've got a 148 Ride War Pig donated by Brandon Pang, who was just a great guy for donating that. He bought it, realized it was too small, wrote it for one day, and then just decided to donate it. And he actually just sent me an email the other night and was just like, dude, thanks for what you're doing. This is awesome. It's good to see someone normalizing giving back to snowboarding. So that was really cool to see. So the support from everyone. Yeah. And we've also still got that 147 Slush Slasher PBR collab that was a limited edition. We're giving that away. Plus, there's going to be chances to win some T-shirts. I've got this next live stream, I'll be turning Angry Snowboarder Store live. You'll be able to buy these. They're called the Snow Carney Kids, homage to Garbage Pail Kids type thing, but it's all snow related. So there's going to be some T-shirts, posters. Going to do some hoodies, I think, in there too. So you'll be able to buy those today. And I'm going to leave that up through the weekend, I think. Just do a limited run. And hopefully starting in another month or two, we'll be doing one of these a month as a limited run. So yeah. That's kind of what we're doing. I've been here a half hour on this live stream. I'm probably going to stick around for another half hour, 45 minutes, get off, do a few things. Then we'll be back at 4. We're going to do 4 to 6, take a break from 6 to 7:30. 7:30, got a special guest coming on tonight, and we're just going to run that thing later tonight and give away a bunch of stuff too that if we don't give it away during the second live stream, we're going to give it away during the third. And if we don't, well, then it'll be there next week. But we're just trying to give back to snowboarding, help the community around here. Black Friday kind of sucks to be at the mountain at anyways. So that's why we're here sharing the stoke. And I know some people are like in lockdown. Some people have COVID. Some people just don't have snow. So I'm hoping that this just stokes everyone out. And that's what we're doing over here. So this is all for you guys. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to catch up here. We got Bradley Hall. Thanks for the great information. Look forward to lives and reviews. Thanks for tuning in. Let's give you a spin of the wheel there, Brad. Oof. Lose a turn. Ouch. Okay, we got a goggle question from Roman Schmid. Looking for new goggles. Had electric for a few years. Now they removed the extra ventilation holds. Are they still any good, or should I switch to a different brand? I'm not an electric guy by any means, so I don't even know what model you are and why they, like, if the ventilation holds, if they just changed it and they went to like an armored venting or back to foam or whatever. Electric does make good stuff. The big thing with goggles is you just want to make sure that you get a good solid fit in there and you got a good lens or good lens options for you. I'm a Dragon guy personally. I just like their quick tab. It's really easy for me to flip out. Got, I think, like 7 pairs of the same goggle with like 20 different lenses. So I'm covered for any type of condition. But, you know, as long as you're not buying Amazon goggles, you're good. Viking Plumber. I know you're not a fan of them, but if you had to ride a set of rear entry bindings, which would you choose? False. I didn't say I'm not a fan. I said I just don't like it. I've never had a problem riding flows. The SP bindings were way better than I thought they would be, other than the fact the straps look like 2005, barfed them out. The K2 cinches are straight fucking trash. I saw the new Clue binding, which is the strap-in, step-out binding. Holy fuck, those things have a lot of plastic in them, and it really makes me question if it's any real difference for you to be just strapping in, stepping out, stepping in, whatever on there. So they do work. I really did like the SP bindings. Like, those were probably the easiest ones I've ever used to get in and out of, and were the easiest to dial in. Flows take more time. They can do it. The cinch shit from K2 can just rot in fucking hell as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's see. Brandon Tauscher, Buckhouse has his own pro model goggle. Is it really a pro model goggle when it's going to the bargain basement bin of goggle brands? Let's be real. Just because you claim yourself to be pro doesn't mean you're pro. By his standard, I'm a fucking pro snowboarder. I get paid to ride snowboards. I've been getting paid to ride snowboards. Been doing this for fucking 20 years. I'm a shitty snowboarder. I am a very shitty snowboarder. I ride like shit. All right, next on Super Chat gets a spin. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this is a funny one from Atticus Allen. A dance hall, a GNU Finest, and a K2 party platter walk into an Applebee's spot. Three beauties, a Rome Vice, a Ride C6, and a Ride A4. Who leaves with who? Okay, so this is how this is going to go. The A4 is going on the party platter, the Vice is going on the dance hall, and the C6 is going on the Finest. That way they all kind of match up to each one of their characteristics, and they ride that way. Or, you know, they're all going back to one place, drinking a bunch of Zima and just getting naked and weird with each other. And then next thing you know, you got Vice C6s getting it on with the Finest and the party platter, and you got binding straps going into the wrong ratchets. It's mass hysteria, panic, cats living with dogs. Who knows what's going on there, people? Okay. Okay. Hamster Cool Boom. Shout out to Lisa Mukow for her first Ollie. I will name my next female hamster Judy Onions. R.I.P. Judy Onions. Vincent Dew's long lost love. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay, we got Kay over here just looking for a cool spin. Let's do this. Ooh, Kay, you won yourself a medium sticker pack, sir. All you got to do is email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com with your mailing address, and we'll get that in the mail to you on Monday. All right. All right, we got Michael Cook. Stoked you're doing this. Appreciate you. Looking forward to 4 days of shred next week. 30-inch base and still snowing in West Virginia. Jesus Christ, you guys got more snow than we do. Fuck. I'm going to West Virginia. I'm going to marry my cousin, drink some moonshine, get some ginseng, and snowboard. And then I'm going to use fire to cure all of that and realize I live in Colorado. All right. Kevia Spilly, pray for snow and spray skiers. But pray for snow. Pray for snow. And pray to the altar of snowboarding. S2000 guy. I've been rocking Volcom outerwear for a while. Works great, and I love the zip tech, but I recently tried on a 686 jacket, and the cut fits me much better. Dumb to stick with Volcom for zip tech alone. I mean, if you're just being stuck with a brand for its proprietary technology and it doesn't fit you absolutely right, then yeah, get out of there. I mean, and it's like me. I've ridden L1 outerwear for as long as I've lived in Summit County. And every time I try to go to a different brand, I'm like, why did I fucking do this? It doesn't fit me the same way, you know? So yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got Eric Chen. Great fundraising, unlike other live stream on YouTube, almost like infomercial for goggles. Katana and Strata similar, have 22 Strata for 22 squash. The Katana actually has less lateral play underfoot. The Strata has a little bit more movement with the micro disc on there. So you notice that you get a little more lateral roll in there. There's also a little bit more power through the Katana's straps and high back than the Strata. Strata is basically just a little softer. Good match for your squash. Honestly, couldn't go wrong with either of them. And if you've already got them, just go fucking ride it, dude. You're good. Don't worry about it. Oh, shit. Eric, you just won a snowboard. Congratulations. Sweet. That's one less thing I've got to get rid of later today. So congratulations. Make sure you email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com. Make sure you put your address. If you do not want the board and you want me to donate it to Shred Foundation, I'll ship that to them as well, giving you that option. But I feel like most people probably just want a free snowboard. They got a friend or someone that they can give it to. Do cool shit with it. That's all I ask. Like, you know, it's a 157 wide Rome Mechanic. It's an entry-level board. So, you know, congratulations. Stoked that you won that. Like I said, just email info@angrysnowboarder with your shipping address. I'm paying all shipping. I'm shipping everything international too. I put like $1,000 aside for shipping on this shit. So all you people that win shit, like, don't worry about shipping. I've got that covered. Basically all your super chats for the last 2 months have paid for the shipping for this. So this is how I roll. I just reinvest in my community. So yeah, but yeah, stoked. So, I guess the friggin' snowboard's off, but still have 2 more snowboards to give away during the live streams. I got a 155 Rosinal Jigsaw, 147 Rosinal After Hours women's powder board. We still have a set of Rome Vices. I've got Air Blaster outerwear. I've got numerous pairs of Volcom goggles and electric goggles that I'm giving away, plus merchandise, and there'll be other stuff. So there'll be chances to win more. So don't get dissuaded and don't think you can't win today. Like, someone's gonna win stuff. There's stuff to be won. So, yeah. And who knows, later tonight when I start getting loopy from being under the lights and the fact I haven't eaten, I might just start giving away my personal snowboards. You never know what the hell I'm going to do. So, yeah, 7:30 tonight, Angry Late Night. It's back with a special guest. But yeah, so anyways, let's take some more questions. We're going to hang out here since someone won the snowboard. We're going to do about another 20 minutes. That's a solid hour of live streaming. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yellowstone Country Fly Fishing. Looking to replace some old Union factory bindings used on aggressive freeride and powder boards. Ride C8, Rome Katana, other. Want something damp. Other. Nitro Team Pro. Here's why. Full wrap aluminum heel cup. You got the airbag dampening system in there, slightly stiffer straps. That's going to be the binding that I think you want. If you're looking at Rome, you probably want to go with a cleaver. That does have good dampening. You don't want to go with anything from Union. You're probably going to feel a little too much under there. C8 to an extent would work, but you probably want to go to the C10 or the C9 instead. But I think that Nitro Team Pro binding is probably the better one to go with. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, this is a good question from the Dig Dog Diggin'. What kind of training do you do off the mountain? So in the summer, I'm in the gym like 5 to 7 days a week for an hour to 2 hours a day. I do a lot of low weight, heavy repetition lifting to just tighten everything up. I've got really weak joints. I also do about a half hour every day on the exercise bike. I got a puppy this summer, so I was walking her like 2 to 5 miles a day just to tire her ass out. I do a lot of that. It's also a lot of like making sure I'm eating the right food. Like most people in the off season would eat like shit. I try to still keep eating a lot of vegetables, taking care of myself, doing what I need to do and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that and whatnot. You know, your diet does have repercussions with your snowboarding and stuff. If you're eating shit, lots of sugar, lots of shit like that, you're inflaming your joints and stuff. It's not good. Yoga is key to just to keep some stretching, flexibility in there. Like you want to build muscle, but you also want to still retain some of your flexibility. Building your core is very important. Most people I see for some reason, like they become meatheads that are like, I gotta do my legs and my upper body, and they have the weakest cores I've ever seen. And you use more core strength in snowboarding than anything else. So that's also another one to kind of think about there as well. So, just make sure you're kind of just getting your whole body taken care of and stuff. All right. We got the dude, Spray Skiers and Jonathan Buckhouse. Always spray Jonathan Buckhouse. Dude is having shipping issues with his China Pro model goggles. His little kid following is pissed off. Well, yeah, everyone's going to have supply chain issues. But if your business model is literally drop shipping from China, you're fucked. So I tried to order, just an example. There's a pink tactical dog harness that I've wanted for my dog because I'm sick of everyone misgendering her. So I figured if I got a giant pink tactical harness with a handle on the back, multiple clips, everything, it would be good. So I actually had to order it from Great Britain, but it drop shipped from China. Yeah, that's weird. I think it was 31 days from the time I placed the order till the day it got there for me, and it was air shipped. That's how far behind everything is. So if you're in a shop, like a local shop, which shout out to Hillcrest in Gresham, Oregon, Gravity at Copper, Underground Snowboards here in Breckenridge. Let's see who else we got. Got a list of people. 88 Gear in Wisconsin. Holy Stokes in Pennsylvania. Shout out to all the little shops out there that are holding it down. But if you see something in a shop that you want and you think you're going to get a better deal online, yeah, you might if you pre-order it or they have it in stock, just buy it. Just friggin' buy it. But if you're buying something that's drop shipping from China especially, you're fucked. You're just expect to wait. That's just how it's going to be. Also, someone's car alarm is going off outside. The fucking peasants are in town. I've never seen so many peasant-y ass people roaming around. It's ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. Let's give JB a spin here. Or give the dude a spin in honor of spraying JB. Ooh yeah, medium sticker pack for the dude. You know the drill. Email me info@angrysnowboarder.com and I'll get that in the mail to you. Okay, Fernando Ponce. Hi, Avran. Is there any difference between the 2019 to 2022 now drive bindings? The strap changed, and I don't quote me on this. I think they got the Hanger 3.0, but I might be wrong and confusing them with something else. But there is a change. There is definitely a change. Let's see. Okay, what do we got here? All right. Sharpie 7909 with the peach spin. Woo, peach spin. Peach spin. Oof. You lose. Ouch. All right. Okay. Okay. We got Mitchy John. I got the Union Atlas Plus. The Tellus DST, am I a free ride god now? Do you think you're a free ride god? I mean, that's a very lively setup. You're going to feel everything with that. Have fun. But I say go fast, dig trenches. And drink your Zima, everyone. Drink your Zima. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got Caspian K. Got a deal on last season's K2 Manifest team as my free ride board. 160 wide, prefer the graphic too. Your hype got me stoked to ride this high-end deck. You're going to love it. Manifest team is probably the second best-selling deck from my recommendations. The number one being the Capita Mega Merc. But yeah, that board is fucking phenomenal. So phenomenal. And support the Shred Foundation, people. Support the Shred Foundation. All right. Wayne McKenzie for the Angry Late Night. Yes. 7:30 until I pass out. This could be one of the ones where I go 5 hours. Who knows? Reverse spin again. What do we got? Wayne, got yourself a jumbo sticker pack. You know the drill. email me info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll get that in the mail to you. And I think with the jumbos, I'm actually going to put one of the Snow Carney Kids collectible stickers that we had made up, which just so everyone knows, there's a guy on Instagram @nonheinous. He's an artist. He's the guy I actually commissioned an artist to do these. So phenomenal work, phenomenal detail. I still love the side slip and slim. Like that's just such a good one. And then like carving Kevin, RIP to Kevin. He carved himself in half. My boy No Knees Nick, because my friend Nick blew his knee out for the 3rd time. So I made that for him. Yeah. Okay. Muka, hear of any females having problems with the Rome katanas hitting calves? Happy late Thanksgiving. Favorite side dish? Are they in the women's or the men's? So if you're in the men's, the high back is higher in that. And I'm pretty sure because the women should have a lower high back on there. What it could be, though, it could also be just too much forward lean. It could also be that they're in a boot that has no natural forward lean. Plus, women's boots tend to have a deeper cutout for their calf. So that can affect how a high back actually presses on the back in there. I've never heard anything. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I've just never heard anything. Favorite side dish? Rosemary honey glazed carrots with cinnamon. I make them and they're bomb. And I made them for my neighbor last night. And evidently I'm not allowed to have any of my own leftovers because he kept them all. Okay, Rod Kings. Hey, Avran, question. Are Jones bindings good or overpriced? They're just a now binding that's rebranded. They're great. I've actually got 3 reviews. So the Apollo, the Mercury, and the Meteorite. Those reviews will be dropping in like the next week once I finish editing them. So yeah, they're solid. Okay, let's see. Chris King, K2 Niseko Simple Pleasures 156 or a yes, the Y 154 or other, not Super Pig for Ice Coast volume shifted carver tree runs. The Y will have better edge hold slightly than the Niseko Pleasures, just slightly. But the Niseko Pleasures, when you're in the right snow, will carve better because it's just the torsional flex in there. But yeah, I would probably just go with the Y. Carl Bryson, opinion on fixed bindings. They need to send me more to ride. They do have a bigger base plate on them, so the dead spot's a little bigger, but they're designed really well. Like they're a super, super solid binding. So, yeah. Let's see. Aldo Argument, I wear a size 10.5 boot with Burton bindings. Do I go with the medium or the large? Depends on the boot. If you got something that's super chunky, you probably want to go with the large, but for most any other brand that's not 32 or deluxe, you can get away with the medium for the most part. Okay. Maximus Prime 67, been looking at now bindings. What's the difference between the Hanger 1, 2, and 3.0, and any real differences to the Jones bindings? So 1.0 is the first generation. It's narrower. 2.0 got a little wider, then 3.0 got way wider. So that's the big difference between the hangers is basically the width in there. With the Hanger 3.0, it also moves the bushing points out further, so it changes the pivot in them. I actually have a set that I'm going to ride. They're in one of the other rooms. I got to ride those in the next week. When it comes to Jones versus now bindings, the Jones bindings are just rebranded nows, but they take parts from multiple ones per model. So it might have the straps from like a Drive, but the high back from a Select Pro or something like that. But they're solid. They're all super, super solid. So, yeah. Okay. Our boy Letters. Happy Black Friday. Got to ride today. I didn't. I had to drive to Denver. It's fucking awful. Whew. Plug the personal shopper. If I didn't get to your questions today, you can hire me on Angry Snowboarder Store to answer your questions. So swing on in and check it out. Okay. Let's see. Gonna try to take everyone's last super chats here, and then I'm gonna probably dip out, and then I'll be back at 4 o'clock. 4 to 6 is what we're doing. 2 hours. We're gonna give away 2 snowboards in that time potentially, plus a set of bindings, outerwear, stuff like that. We're gonna make it way more interactive than it's already been today. So we're gonna do that. Plus, we're gonna announce the winners of the Shred Foundation Raffle in that time frame as well. Yeah, so let's just finish off some questions here. All right, Osvaldo, what should I eat? In-N-Out or Domino's? Tell Evo here in Denver to pick up the phone. Need to check for stock on the Aviator 2.0 or Mega Mercury. They don't have them. They don't have an Aviator 2.0, but call Gravity at Copper. I'm pretty sure Steve has one. I'm pretty sure I saw one there. It might have sold, but I'm pretty sure I sold one there, and I know he's got a Mega Mercury. I know you want to try to buy it from Evo, but call Gravity, tell him I sent you. As for Steve or Nick or whoever the fuck the new guy is, I don't know the other new guy's name. But yeah, they might have one. I think Underground might have an Aviator 2.0, or they might have just sold it. So I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of where we at. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's we got Taylor S. Pray to the snow gods, people. Yes, we need snow. Sacrifice a child, virgin, hamster, I don't know, whatever you need to do to get the snow to fall. Eat your muscle cheese, sacrifice your muscle cheese. I don't know what you people need to do, but we've got to get it to snow. So yeah. Okay, we got Michael Anderson. Best music to listen to on the hill. I like aggressive, but it makes me want to ride aggressively, sometimes into a tree. Also, I have a ride algorithm in Orca. What should I add next? Straight up full-blown regular-shaped powder board, something like Endeavor Archetype, Libtech Retro Ripper, a Nitro Slash, something like that. Anyways, music to listen to. I'm a big fan of early 90s Judas Priest back. If you really want to ride aggressive, just don't ride aggressively into a tree. Otherwise, if you don't want anything with lyrics, Perturbator is a really good dark synthwave music that I've been listening to a lot, as well as The Great White Dread. That's a really good one, as well as Ghost. Not Ghost the metal band, Ghost, Ghost the synthwave band. Way different. Way different. And we'll throw some Kavinsky in there for good measure, too. Lose a turn. Sharpie 7909. What Solomon boards don't have awful quadrilizer? They all kind of have that like shit going on, except the dance hall has a straight radial side cut, and that's why it has the best side cut out of Solomon's boards. Otherwise, with Solomon, you're stuck with it. They've really doubled down on it. Drink your Zima, people. Okay. Let's see. If you make your question in all caps locks, I will ignore you. Ole Venom. Pick your line or Resinal XV for resort charging and side hill free ride. XV. Stiffer, more aggressive. It's got that reverse directional flex, so stiffer nose, softer tail, so you can plow through things easier, but that tail will flex more so you can get it up on top. The Pick Your Line isn't even in the same category as the XV when it goes to like hard charging at all. So yeah, you want to go with that XV. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. All right, so been here 58.5 minutes. I'm going to hang out for just a few more, take a few more questions, and then I'm going to dip, and I'll be back at 4 o'clock with a bigger live stream. So we're going to give away more stuff, which shout out to Eric Chen for winning that Rome Mechanic 157 wide. Guys never won anything. Won a snowboard. How rad is that? Let's stoke. We're giving back to the snowboard community over here. We're going to do some more giveaways later today. Don't forget, we got Angry Late Night at 7:30 with a special guest, unless he cancels. Then I'll kill him. Bury him in the woods. But yeah, so anyways, that's what we got going on there. Trying to figure out, let's see what we got here. Looking around. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got TT. With the Rome Katana so customizable with many small parts, any quality issues? I ride the Black Label. I have 3 pairs of Black Labels. You want to know what I've broken on my Black Labels, which has all the exact same customization as the Katana? I broke one toe ratchet because a fucking skier turned sideways in the lift line and stepped on my shit and broke it. That's it. Literally the only thing I've fucking broke. I check my screws regularly. Sometimes they get a little loose when I haven't checked them as often as I should. That's one thing. Put a little clear nail polish on the threads. When you tighten them down, you'll be fine. Otherwise, I've never had issues with it. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that do, because I stick with the theory if someone stupid can break something a stupid way, they will. And then they'll bitch about it because it was so stupid how they did it, and they don't want to take onus that they made a stupid decision. Yeah. So, okay, what do we got here? Okay. Charles Gameland. Yes, pick your line or solely grail for Northeast icy groomers and powder trips to Utah. I'd go with the pick your line because it'll grip a little bit better on that icy snow just with the way the side cut is. Solely Grail's an amazing board for rip and turns, but if you're in that Northeast on that boilerplate, you're not going to get the full performance out of that board just because of the way the side cut is. Great board, just once again, not exactly going to give you what you need. Okay, Austin Giles. What binding should I pair with my Libtech Gold Narcotic? Why, of course, the Union Travis Rice Felcors, right? Travis on Travis on Travis. So much Travis, it's bukkake all over you. No, actually, with the Golden Orca, like bent metal transfer or solution would probably be fine. Solution might be overkill, so maybe a Core Pro instead. Like a Ride 8 series or a 9 series would be totally fine. Cartel would work for you. Union Atlas, if you don't like the Atlas, bump down to the Felcor on there. Well, I think technically the Felcor is more expensive because of the high back, but it's basically a lightweight Union Force. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, Waco, on the Remind Medic Impact, that sounds like an extra dampening for people with patella tendonitis, right? Well, here. Let's look at them. So, pull out the regular medics too. That's the wrong one. Okay. Regular medic. You can all see that there, putting that up to the camera. Medic Impact. Now put them side by side. Medic Impact is a little thicker. And what that's going to do is it's just a little more dampening in there. That's realistically what it is. It's an extra layer of cushion on there. When it comes to patella tendonitis, you want to make sure that your footbed is perfect and it's cradling the arch in there. But you've got to look at if your bindings are canted and your stance, because you're probably slightly out of stance alignment. And so what's actually going on is your knees are going knock-kneed or bow-legged, depending what's going on. I don't know. Each person's different. But with that out of alignment, that's putting that pressure on that patella tendon and stuff, which I actually had a minor case of patella tendonitis at the end of last season. I don't even know how I got through riding as much as I did, as much product as I did to get through there. But I do ride Remines. I ride actually the Cush, not the Medic, just because I got flat feet. But the bigger thing is making sure that you get your stance alignment perfect. And maybe, you have to do a little grinding, or you have to cut a Bontex board to shimmy it in or whatever in there. But you should also be looking at your bindings and see if they have canting. I mean, if they've got a lot of bindings these days are going with like 2.5 to 3 degrees of canting, which is overkill. Like 1.5 degree is really all you need. If you do have like the 2.5 or the 3, look at your stance width and ask yourself, does that seem a little wide? And maybe bring it in just a little bit and see if that helps correct your posture when you're riding, because that might actually help you. So hopefully that answers your question, Waco. I hope it does. So yeah. Okay. From Izhar, any thoughts on the Burton Kilroy twin? I really like the Camber and Flex, but Magna Traction or similar would be pretty nice to have. Thoughts? If you need visual edge tech because you think it's going to change something, that's on you. That should have, what do they call it? It's got something, frostbite edges or whatever. I think it does. They've kind of stopped marketing it, but it's there. You get that little added grip in there. Like look down the side cut, like hold the board up and look down the side cut and see if there's any weird kink point right under where the reference stance is on that ICS track. And that might line up to where you need it to be. But yeah, the bigger thing is if you're worried about slipping out on ice, keep your edges fucking sharp. I grew up riding boilerplate ice. I had a tune shop in the base area that I worked at. And even before I worked there, I would take it in and the boys would friggin' I think I was sharpening my edges like every week, keeping it razor sharp. Hitting rails, sharp edges. You just learn not to hook up because I rode more half pipe than I think. Keep your edges sharp. That's kind of a big thing there too. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Jason Roberts. The impact looks nice. Haven't seen these anywhere locally here. So you can order these on remindinsoles.com, and they're having a Black Friday sale. And if you use discount code SAVE25, you'll get 25% off Remind Insoles. So I don't get any kickback from these guys. I just use them. I love their product. So they sent me an email blast just letting people know that they were having a sale. So if you use SAVE25 at remindinsoles.com, you can order direct from them, and they ship out of like San Diego, I think, or something. So they're here in the country. Because when I ordered my last pair, I think I had them in like 4 days. I ordered them on Monday, and I had them by Friday. So yeah, for anyone that's looking to buy Reminds, do that. Also, Jason, since you said you like the impacts, fuck it. If you are a size, what are these? I think these are, what is the size? 10 or 10.5 US. If that's your size, email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com with your mailing address. I'll drop these in the mail for you. So you got an hour. I'm making a note. Jason, yeah, that if Jason Robertson, if those will fit you, you can have them. So I don't care because I'm never going to use those. I just did them. I got them for a video that I filmed that I haven't edited yet. So yeah. Okay, we got a PSA from our moderator, Billy Ray Valentine. Wear a helmet, please. Yeah, Marco Gerlich died head impact into a rock. As someone that has had 23 concussions and has had concussions with and without helmets, please wear a helmet. Please consider wearing a helmet. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to shame you, but you got one brain and you don't want to be a vegetable, and you don't want the neurological issues that I have, the balance issues. The fact that I'm wearing these yellow blue blocking glasses is more because it affects my life and everything. So yes, please wear a helmet, or at least consider it. And if you're on the fence and you need to talk some more about it, reach out to me. I'll tell you, I'll give you my perspective on why I have worn a helmet now. For the first time I wore a helmet was 1998 snowboarding, and they were ugly back then, and I wore them on and off, but I've predominantly worn a helmet since about 2003 on. So I'm coming up on almost 20 years straight of wearing a helmet. But yeah, if you're on the fence, we can talk about it. I can also point you guys to on Instagram @SaveABrain. It's my friend Kelsey Boyer's charity. She had a traumatic brain injury. She wears a helmet. There's a lot of great resources there. Just trust me, as someone that's had 23 concussions, helmets do make a difference. You don't want to be where I'm at. Just let's put it that way. So yeah. Sadly, Jason Robertson is an 11.5. Damn. Well, I'll give those out to someone else. Okay. Anyways, guys, it's 2:45. I'm going to call it a day. Been here for a little over an hour. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. We're going to go give away 2 snowboards, a set of bindings, some outerwear. I got like 8 pairs of goggles to give away too. Goggles. Good goggles. Volcom and electric. And the Volcom goggles are just electric goggles with Volcom branding. So we're going to give away a lot of that. It's 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. You're going to win something. If you donated in the fundraiser for the Shred Foundation, tune in because you might get your name read aloud that you're winning one of the awesome prizes. If not, I'll just email you probably tomorrow night and let you know. But yeah, we're giving away a bunch of shit. Let's do this, people. I'm going to see you guys here in about an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. And if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what I'm doing over here with our community, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member because that helps fund awesome shit like this. All right. Now I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half.